We back at it. We back at it. I heard some things happen. I heard some things happen on One Piece, man. Let's check it out. Okay, One Piece chapter 1172. This one is called The L Bath I Dreamed of. Sound like some things happened. It sounds like some things happened. Okay, we got my man Von Clay up on the front. Bentham, we got him on the front. But I don't know if it's canon or not. Okay, yeah, read a request. Swines helping themselves to Bon Clay's makeup. Ah, look. Oh, one of them has a straw hat. One of the swines has a straw hat. All right. I don't see anything else that looks too interesting. What's going on, dead man? What's up, potato? Okay. Potato says, sup, Hefe. I ain't no Hefe, man. I'm trying to get there. I'll be a Hefe. Okay, this is the first Bon Clay we got in the cover since 14 years ago. Yeah, when I seen Bon Clay, I was like, uh-oh. But at the same time, he's huge. I think he's like 8 feet tall or something. But at the same time, I don't see anything interesting in here. You know what I mean? I wish I would have saw something interesting. You know what I mean? It's good to have Bon Clay though. Okay, here we go. I'm seeing the elevator. The Giants going up the tree. Okay, then we got my man Gabbana. All right, our foes number 3. He says 3 of them, and we got smoke all 3 of them. Okay, and their mission is to kidnap 10 giant children. I don't think it matters whether they're giants or not. The mission is they're kidnapping kids. They mean to take the children to the Holy Land and use them as hostages, as sausages. They're going to use these kids as sausages to coerce the warriors of Elbath into being their battle slaves. They've been wanting these giants. They love them big. You know what I mean? Look at Pangea Castle, man. They love them big, man. They like them big, and that castle big. So they like them big. They like them tall. They like them real tall. So they've been trying to get at these giants for a long time. For a long time now. I'm assuming they ramped things up. They had hundreds of years. How come they just now kidnapping these giants? Easy. Emu seen freaking Nika. You gonna say Usopp. I mean, the Emu's definitely scared of Usopp, but we talking about Luffy right now. Emu saw that Nika form, seen that straw hat. It was like, no, we need to get at these giants now. You know what I mean? They coming now. The jig is up now. Okay, in the background, there are 2 swines, one with a straw hat, I already said that, and one with a crown. I seen the one with the crown, but I didn't really think about it. But maybe it's Emu. Oda is trying to hit Joy. Okay, yeah, you had the same idea. Hint that Joy Boy and Emu were one friend. I didn't even think about that. Maybe they were once friends. Love this chapter. It is so peak. And somebody says, don't lie. So I'm assuming that they've seen the chapter and think it's not peak. Or they're excited and hoping that it is peak. Yeah, but you got a point. That might be. Now the other one has the Bon Clay hairstyle, and one has the straw hat, and the other one has like a crown. It's not as long or exaggerated as Emu, but similar. So maybe that is the case. It could be a hint. I didn't even think about that. Anyway, let's get back to it. How can a mere trio of humans? Oh, they discriminating. They said, how can a mere trio of humans run rampant over both the giant pirates and Gabbana? Mere humans. Humans can be gangsters. You know that. Stop tripping. I'm sorry I failed you. Plain and simple. Cabana was like, man, it didn't happen the way I thought it was going to happen. Things didn't go according to plan. Okay, you say children, but these are giants, right? How are 3 humans our size going to carry these giant kids? They may have them swim or something like that. Okay, the woman of the trio has a strange power using arrows. She's related to Green Arrow. It seems that wherever these arrows point, the children are helpless to resist. So she's gonna lead them to a ship. Yep, here go. There's the ship. They are walking ceaselessly towards the port in the Western Village. The port that Western Village, High West, the port that leads to Skypiea. Okay, the Western Village. If they get to the boat, they can lose us at sea, and then it's all over. That's the true end point of the situation. Let me check. Okay, I never lied. This chapter is peak. Well, I guess it depends on what kind of a reader you are. Okay, so this is going to be an informative, a snitch chapter. This is a chapter for snitches because it's about all this. I'm assuming that this is about information. I don't mind either way. I don't mind. Like, it could be jam packed with action. That's good. But I don't want if we just reading the for intel sake, that's fine too, as long as it don't get boring. They don't say the same stuff over and over again. It's not long winded and they're saying a lot but not saying a lot at all. You know what I mean? So as long as that's the case, we're good. Mere human sounds like racism. Yup, that's what I thought. That's what sounds like to me. Mere humans. What you mean mere humans? Shanks is a human. He gangster. Luffy's a human. He's a Yonko. He's gangster. Usopp is human. He's the most gangster one out of the whole series of One Piece. Come on, man. Okay, how would the giant feel if I called them mere giants? They would be like, whoa, who you talking to like that? Exactly. Yo, what's going on? Okay, we got somebody new in the chat. Got somebody new in the comment section. Good in the chat. Okay, trust me, it won't go. It won't get boring. Thank you, appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Back to the chapter. But if that's all, then why can we not simply take back the children? One of the 3 is a man named Summers. I know him, unfortunately. Gabbana was like, man, he said I had some run-ins with this guy, with this clown from before. A man with the powers of the thorn fruit. That's the same fruit from Halloween. I get, what was it, Halloween 3 or Halloween 4? Okay, he makes free use of vicious spiky vines. He can make them invisible too. Won't even see it coming. And has wrapped them around the children. And that means we can't pick them up. How sadistic. And they're as hard as steel. They always keep saying that. At this point, it needs to be way harder than steel. We got people busting steel open like it's nothing. If we interfere with the line of children, they'll bump into each other and tear each other apart and harm one another like hedgehogs. On top of that, the final member of the trio is most likely manifesting nightmares as real creatures. So Summers is Michael Myers. He's using the thorn fruit. And then we got somebody would bring these nightmares out. This is Freddy Krueger. Killingham is Freddy Krueger. So Oda is a fan of slashers. This chapter proves it. He's a fan of slashers. The children's greatest fears have come to life to prevent any attempt to save them. All right, let me get to the comments real quick. Okay, see, they just recapping. Yeah, so far the recap, yeah. I ain't gonna take too much more of that. You know what I mean? Potatoes right. They just recapping. That so far, that's all it's been. Okay, I wonder why Gunko can't just make the children run instead of walking. Probably maybe because it's sleep. Maybe because it's sleep and she don't want to wake them up. Okay, I've seen dogs in real life bend still. Depends on how thick the steel is. Okay, or get Killingham's giant monsters to bring them to the ship faster. That's another good one, but that probably is better than the arrows. I don't know, but they want them in a line. I guess it's better that the way they're doing it to keep the giants from interfering. If they put them on like a monster, or whatever, the giants can just destroy the monster, right? They probably want them in a line to make sure they don't interfere with them. The children are awake, though. We've seen them speak. Wait, some of them are awake, right? Yeah, the girl that was getting ready to get thrown off the edge or whatever, she definitely was woke. Some of them are sleepwalking, ain't they? All of them awake. How they bring the nightmares out? The nightmares come from their dreams, right? I thought you had to be dreaming for them to bring the nightmares out. Okay, then I guess they could. Man, I don't know why she can't make them run. I have no clue. Maybe it's just to give the Straw Hats a way to save them. If they was running, maybe the Straw Hats wouldn't be able to save them. At the beginning they were asleep. At the beginning they were sleepwalking, but now they are awake. You know, I forgot about it. We took so many breaks, man. That was like a month and a half ago, man. And then we had the no, it's longer than that because we had the flashbacks, man. I forgot everything about One Piece within that amount of time. Okay, the irony is the children are simply walking in a line in broad daylight, but we're unable to do a thing to help them. All due to the game created by tree powers working together. Okay, not so. We will save them. He said, man, I ain't playing with y'all. He said, stop all the negativity. I don't like your negativity. Stop the negative talking. Stop being negative. We're going to be positive. We're about to bust them up and get these kids saved. Period. He said, then we're going to go ahead and get some DNA tests, man. He said, I'm not sure about a couple of them. Okay, seems quicker to aim for the three causing all the problems. That's what I would have thought. You say they're immortal, but they're they're hash. Okay, they're has. This guy's putting sh where it should be a s, but there has to be a way. This is Goldberg. There has to be a way to stop them. Okay, like trapping them in the shadow realm, trapping them in something, or crushing them, or eating them. Come on, man. Come on, man. You that hungry, man? Come on, man. Cut that out. Yes, I agree with that. We're nearly up to the sun world. Okay, so I think Potato got a good point. We're halfway through the chapter, and it's only been recap. Dead man. I think when you're talking about it being peak, you're talking about the last 3 pages. You're talking about the last 3 pages. That's what I think. Because we already halfway through the chapter already. Let me check the comments real quick. Okay. Okay, you know what? Maybe they are just sadistic. They want to make the giant feel powerless. You know what? Dead man got a good point. Remember, they are trying to hold them hostage. They might be dangling them in the face like this. Like, look, we do, and they can show their powers too. you know what I mean, and make them even more hopeless so that way they can get them to join the world government. You got a good point. Dead man is smart. You smart, man. Okay, you know what? You know what? Maybe they are just sadistic. They want to make the giant feel powerless to them. This is just a game. You got a real good point. Now, you said Goldberg smart. I ain't like that last one. Eat them. That might be actually what they need to do, but that, like, to even think about that is ridiculous. Okay, we're not even halfway through, though. This is just the intro. No, we are halfway through. I'm on page 6 of 14. There's 14 pages. I'm on page 6. And it's only been recapped up to this point. Okay, now we back to the battle. Okay, we got the dragon. We got like some type of night-looking creature or something. Okay, now Hydruden sees the dragon and he's instantly terrified. He's instantly terrified. Okay, it's beyond anything. We got a rock. Anything I imagined. We got another giant. It looks like a cyclops. And what else? Okay, a griffin and a mole and a couple other things. Okay, is there no limit to these nightmare monsters? Look over there. Is that the great Eric? Okay. Dory and Brogy's crew was on board, but the monsters downed the ship as they fought back. Unthinkable. Is that Hydruden? Kashi. Oh man, as soon as I saw Kashi out there in Kashi, like they getting ready to start gambling out here. They getting ready to lose their money. That's why you see Kashi here. It's one of them got that app open. They got that Kashi app open, losing every dollar they got. Oh, I forgot. We got Nico over here too. Okay, this is one of the Dream Monsters. One of the Freddy Kruegers. Oh, and we got what's the name? Prometheus. Okay, Kashi, you're alive. Okay, we've been down in the underworld. Tell us what's happening. He said, hey, what's up? What's happening? It's hard to believe, but I'll try to explain. Captain Dory and Brogy are going to delete Chief Jarul. You have to stop them. Everyone's gone completely mad. They trying to get Jarul back in the studio, and Jarul said, yo, I'm retired. So Dory and Brogy went crazy, and now they're trying to delete him. Okay, let's see. What about the children, Kashi? Ripley's got a group chasing after them, but we haven't had any word. I mean, we haven't had any word about success or not. Okay. They should have reached the port by now. Oh, and you, Rodo, what about me? He said, I guarantee I'm not even looking at the next page. He's gonna say, Rodo, you need to get on some gangster stuff, man. You're the most powerful person in the new Pirates crew. We need you to fight. Let me check the comments real quick. The Holy Knight are OG Rage Baiter. I think you're right. They use them as hostages. If they just snatched them, the Giants would probably be like, you know what? Let's storm Pangea and get them back. Start a war against them. But if they do this whole theatric right here, it'll make it easier for them to take them in the first place. You know what I mean? Instead of just like trying to rush out with them. But if they didn't put the thorns and all that kind of stuff, to just make it easier. But also, like you said, carried on a stick. And when they see the power of these guys, they might not even want to storm Pangea. They might be like, hey, we just got to join Pangea. Okay, What's going on? Or okay, why did Hydruden stare at the dragon like that? Maybe it reminds him of Loki devil fruit. I didn't even think about that. See, Dead Man is straight up gangster. Dead Man throws his set up every time he gets the chance. Okay, I thought he was just scared. Maybe there's some lore, some dragon lore. I think this dragon lore probably around the entire world somewhere. You know what I mean? We already know about Wano, baby. So I'm assuming it may be some dragon lore and Elbath that got them a little bit scared or concerned. Okay, there's a popular theory of it being a Needhog or whatever, dragon fruit. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. And I kind of believe it. I kind of believe it. At this point, I believe it. Like I'm convinced, but if it's not, I won't be shocked. But I'm convinced it is. Or it reminds him of the mural cause cause or cause there's a dragon. You got a point about that too. But I don't know if the dragon is good or bad or whatever. You know, but everybody in Elbath, they read that Harley a little bit different. Some of them think Nika's evil, some of them think Nika's good. I think there's two Nikas. One is Luffy and one is Blackbeard. Blackbeard has an ability called liberation. Liberation? And he keeps off screening people. Why does he off screen them? Because he goes into his awakened form. I'm giving y'all, I shouldn't even do this. I'm giving y'all a whole hood theory right now. He goes into his awakened form, and it probably looks like that black Nika form. It probably looks like that. So that's why they always show him off screen people when he beat them. He also says this fruit was made for me, meaning he should be able to awaken it. If your will and the fruit will aligns, you can make a fruit roll up. And once you make the fruit roll up, everything goes up and then you awaken it. So if what Blackbeard said is true, he has to be an awakened Delph fruit user. But we never seen his awakened form. What do you think his awakened form looks like when he has an ability called liberation? I think it was two Nikas, and they turned on each other, and one was Blackbeard and one was Luffy. Well, Joy Boy and not Davy Jones, because I think Rocks carries or carried inherited Davy Jones's will. I don't think Blackbeard did. I think Blackbeard, even though he's related to him, is carrying somebody else's will. I think Usopp inherited Davy Jones's will. That's what I think happened. Okay, so anyway, back to it. Oda said, "I've been Oda said I've been taking so many breaks. I gotta remind people about the plot." Yeah, you seen? I forgot a couple things. You saw? I forgot a couple things, man. Oh yeah, just to rehash what I was saying earlier. Roger, we already know, inherited Joy Boy's will. His son didn't. Roger's son Ace did not inherit Joy Boy's will. Luffy did. Luffy is not the son of Gold Roger. Well, Rocks inherited Davy Jones's will. But guess what? His son didn't. Somebody else did. Who was it? Usopp. Come on, man. Who else would it be? It's Usopp. He inherited it. Okay, Ace inherited the will of Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah. And he inherited the will of Whitebeard, with so Quaker Oats and Eminem. Yeah, no, wait. Whitebeard is based off Eminem. Ain't he? I know what you call him is yeah, no, Whitebeard based off Eminem and Enel. I think both of them are based off Eminem, if I'm not mistaken. And Whitebeard is based off the guy on the Quaker Oats box or whatever. You know, like the guy on the oatmeal box. I think he's based off him. Okay, anyway, Bjorn's here. I mean, Bjorn's there. I have to go. My brother is one of the hostages. Roto. Oh, okay, so that's what he was telling him. See, I already forgot. He said, yo, your brother is in that lineup. Your brother's getting lined up. Your brother's getting lined up. Okay, I'll go. Excuse me. I'll go with him. Yeah, me too. The Giants are sticking in this together as they should. Hey, Kaushi, I'm getting ready to stake my Bitcoins. No, I'm playing. Hey, Kashi, which way is the school? Apparently, Nami's group is near. You see that fire? That's the school and library burning. Why are they on fire? You say that Dory and Brogy have gone mad. That's right. Okay, now here we get to two covers right here. Oh, wow, this the school and stuff. I mean, the village and stuff is on one single branch. That's crazy. Okay, they got like a map of what's going on. Okay, please, you must hurry. Chief Jarul is in danger. It's murder. Okay, school and library. Okay, I see the school and the library. They on the same branch. We got Saul. We got the kids all in a lineup, in alignment, in a lineup, in alignment, and they close. They not too far away from the port. We got the castle, and we got Ja Rule in the village. Okay, current location. Okay, we see Gabbana, Chopper, Sanji, Zoro, Goldberg, Gerd, Hydruden, Stanson, and Rodo. They're at the middle of the tree. They're in the middle, the center of the tree. All right, let's see. The Walrus School and Owl Library. Well, I hope, but some of the books are getting burned. Don't we need to read some of these books? Okay, by the library, the Straw Hat Crew. Okay, the library's burning. Chopper's still not back. And Brooke got some kind of idea in his head and ran off on the plug twice. Brooke ran off on the plug. They're taking the children. Get these arrows off of me. Okay, Nami wants to save them kids. Okay, let's see what Usopp about to do. Remember, Usopp's the guy in One Piece. Okay, damn it. I never wanted to see Master Dory and Master Brogy like that. Master, you the master, man. Stop playing. Boss up right now. Usopp got to boss up right now. Can he use one of his pop greens to affect the thorns? Remember, the thorns are plants. The thorn fruit. The Kabuto fruit. Usopp's power up. Usopp's going to take Summers out, get the thorn fruit, feed it to Kabuto, and then he can shoot. He'll have Kabuto. Remember, Kabuto's still alive. Is even though it's a plant, it's not a human. It's alive. Everybody kept wondering about this hammer or whatever. He can make a thorn hammer. You just make the thorns freaking huge and make it to the size of a giant hammer. You know what I mean? Shoot it at you, whatever. He can make steel thorns and shoot it at you. Or he can just shoot the thorns at you. He just feed it to Kabuto. Okay, anyway, let's go. I shouldn't have given y'all. Y'all just got a double hood theory and one freaking reaction, man. Y'all owe me. Matter of fact, y'all owe me some money, and y'all owe me an apology. Y'all owe me an apology for what I just gave y'all. Y'all owe me an apology, man. And I ain't stopping until I get my apology. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to it. Delete Jarul. Captains, please stop. Come back to your senses. Under the power of Domi Reversi, the giant pirates head for the Western Village. Let me check the comments out real quick. Okay, bro, Zoro gets deleted in this chapter. No way, bro. Stop. Don't spoil nothing, man. Holy crap. Rest in peace, Zoro. What's going on with this? Zoro is not getting deleted. This is crazy. Okay, on God, last manga panel. Bruh, I can't read these. I'm gonna come back and read the comments. Oh, somebody got. Oh, thank God. Thank you. Somebody deleted all these things. Thank God, man. I hope the bird in the library have shrunk the books and saved them, maybe. Okay. I would have came back and read these comments. Oh no, I can. I can come back. I can just click on them later on. As soon as I'm done with the chapter, I'll read them comments, man. Cause I can just open them back up. All right, thank goodness, man. This quacks went on a rampage just now with these spoilers and stuff. And I don't believe him though. Okay, rescue team. We're coming for you, kids. Get those monsters out of the way. Okay, we got the giants running towards them, trying to save the kids. Kids getting close to this shit. Okay, the hostage children. We're going to be at the port soon. And then he's like, no, ain't no then. We saving y'all before y'all get to the port. Don't whine. You're warriors of Elbath. Colin was like, bruh, we gangsters, man. Blood in, blood out, man. Red liquid in, red liquid out, man. He said, ain't no crying now. We grown. Okay, the Western Village. Okay, it's time to flee, Chief Jarul. There's no reasoning with Captain Dory and Captain Brogy right now. No, you should flee if you wish. I will stay. I have something to say to Elbath. Ja Rule said, man, I've been gangster for a long time, man. I've been here for a long. I'm ready to go out. He said, if I get deleted today, man, I lived a good life. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna handle this business that I need to handle right here, right now. Okay, so he gets on the Dim Dim Mushi. Hear me, Elbath. I wish to tell you everything before I get deleted. Ja Rule gets deleted. You said Zoro gets deleted. Ja Rule gets deleted. That makes sense. Bruh, Potato says Jarul. No, Ja Rule. I don't want to hear that. It's Ja Rule. Yeah, okay. Potato redacted that. Yes, exactly. It's Ja Rule. Okay, our old liege, wise King Harold, wished to bring Elbath into the world government so that, he about to go ahead and tell the whole. He's going to snitch. What if Loki is the one that takes out Ja Rule for telling the truth? Okay, the world government. Okay, wish to bring Elbath into the world government so that we might coexist with the rest of the world. And I think some of these guys are the guards from back then. They trying to tell him not to tell. They said, "Yo, don't snitch, stop snitching. We don't like snitches. Snitches get stitches." But on that fateful day, 14 years ago, he was betrayed and denied his wish. Chief Ja Rule. So a couple people they know. A couple people in the village like, whoa, he's getting ready to snitch. I witnessed a demon slaughtered Harold and the rest of his. Oh, okay. A demon slaughtered Harold. Okay, so he's changed the story. Okay. So he didn't snitch. I thought that Ja Rule was going to snitch. He didn't snitch. Okay, I witnessed a demon slaughter Harold and the rest of his soldiers. Harold resisted, which actually he kind of not lying, because the demon did slaughter everybody and kind of did cause Harold to get slaughtered, but he didn't do it himself. But it was Harold himself. Harold resisted, bending the knee and handing over Elbath to the demon. He fought and was deleted. I thought Loki deleted the king. But if the people learned the truth, they would rise up in vengeance and become the warfaring nation that Harold did not desire. Now, he could tell this to them right now because of what they're going through. They might not become warfaring. And it's been quite some time. But at that time, no. So I held my silence. Loki, meanwhile, bore the rage of the nation upon his back and broad shoulders. and took to the sea. He was going to go ahead and take that revenge out by himself. He may be a tactless man, but Loki is innocent. A bit inaccurate, but a nice turn of phrase. That's what Zoro said. Come on, man. You know what that meant. Nicer than he deserves. Oh, he talking about Loki. He said, man, Loki's a terror, man. But he ain't what they say he is. Loki's a terror, but he ain't that bad. Okay, we only got a couple more pages left. But today, it seems that though it seems as though they had given up initially, they once again require our massive power. And thus, tree demons, have come back in an attempt to take over our country. They came to take over America. Okay, I could take a nap and still complete the mission at this point. Oh, wait. No, to generate the monsters, Killingham has to be asleep. What's going on? Okay, let's see. Listen up, you devils. If you spare the children's lives, we will freely give up our culture and history. But if you think you've broken our spirit, you are sorely mistaken because we too gangster for this. Do not expect Harold's patience from us. You think you can rule over us and enslave us? Who do you think you're talking to? Yo, Jarul went straight gangster. He went beast mode. He's lighting a fire under Usopp to take out Summers and get that thorn fruit and feed it to Kabuto. He about to feed that thing to Kabuto. I'm sorry, children. I must ask you to cover your ears now. I think Jarul about to fight him and go out in a blaze of glory. Okay, that's right, Jarul. You tell him. The Elbaf I dreamed of doesn't bow to anybody. Not one person, not even Nika. Not even him. If the world is destined to be split in two, as the Harley's prophecy suggests, then Elbaf shall be an enemy to the world government. As they should. Look what the world government doing to them, man. And now look, all the giants again, they invigorated. Look at Usopp's invigorated. You know what I mean? Everybody's reinvigorated. And they motivated. Did you think that Thorn's reversing and illusions would cause us to submit to your yoke? He said, man, we some gangster old folks. We don't submit to nobody. He said, I'm not grabbing my ankles and I'm not holding my tongue. He said, I'm holding my gun. That's what he's holding. I like that old man. 3 centuries ago, he was the strongest man on this sea. Oh, Jarul. What about his partner? His partner probably was like either equal strength or close to it. We will never give in to your rule. We're going to give in to Ja rule. Am I wrong? All of you proud warriors of Elbaf? They say, you're damn right, Chief Ja Rule. Okay, now Usopp said, the love of the Elbaf I love is back. Fine. Just think of a way to undo these arrows. That's what Nami says to Usopp. Usopp's going to do it. Usopp about to turn up. He about to turn up. It's going down. If Usopp turns up, you know it goes down. That's how that works. Okay, protect the peace that Harold envisioned. Ja Rule was so smart and so thugged out. He was able to get at least most of the truth out there, invigorate the country. Now the country thugged out, and not tarnish Harold all at the same time and clear Loki's name. Now that's G. Okay, we've caught up. This is Hydruden. He caught up to Dorian Brody. Okay, watch out. They don't trap. Watch out that they don't trap you between them. I've got a plan. So Zoro's got a plan. So meaning everything's getting ready to go wrong real quick. The very next panel, everything's going to be wrong. Everything's going to go terribly wrong. Zoro's going to get lost. I think the only reason why Zoro won't get lost is because the giant's so big, he just look at them and just keep going towards them as he looks at them. Other than that, boom. He takes his eyes off them. He could be walking the wrong way. Like, which way are they? And until he turned at some point and sees them looking at him, you know what I mean? And sees them right there, he'll go the wrong way. But Dad Man, I think you were mostly right. You know, Potato had a good point. This chapter was half just recap. No cap. But that speech, baby, they cleared Loki's name. Jarul got thugged out. And they gave us some lore on Jarul. He was the strongest one back in the day. I believe it. I don't think he was near Harold's strength, but I believe it. So giants are just strong. Some of these giants are just born different. Loki didn't do a whole lot to get to where his strength level is. So some of them just born different. Regular giants, okay, they way stronger than a normal person, but they don't compare to a person that really trained and put in that work. But some of these giants are special. Some of these giants are special. Special. You know what I mean? So yeah, we did get something in half of this chapter. The first half was just a recap, but the second half we did get something. I don't know if it's peak, but it's actually pretty good. I'm gonna give this chapter on the scale of 1 to 10. I'm gonna give it an OG. It ain't a double OG, triple OG, a big homie, but it's still a G, OG. Okay, let me check the comments out real quick. Okay, bro, Zoro gets deleted in this chapter. No way, bro. Okay, holy crap. Okay, this dude's lying. He's a quack. Okay, this is crazy. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to look at last manga panel was Sanji holding Zoro's limp, deleted body. So sad. Sanji is definitely going to rage mode. Definitely Diablo Jambe of deletion. This guy just made up a whole new chapter. I hope the bird in the library might have shrunk the books and saved them. Me too. Definitely. But they were already no. The horror books were already small, so they can be shrunken even more. I don't know if maybe the giant book can be, maybe he can control the shrink. I mean, the shrinkage as much as he wants, but you know, I think the books from horror is the main one we want. Is it? No, the giants got some stuff too. They got some lore too. We want to save all these books, to be honest. But maybe I don't know if they can shrink them down even more. But yeah, I hope that's the case. Okay, no, that's not what is happening. Zoro sacrifices himself for the sake of Elbaf. Okay, so upsetting. Bro, you're not reading the right chapter. You say I'm reading the wrong chapter. Okay. Jarul deletes everyone for the sake of Elbaf. This guy's crazy. I like him. I need to go ahead and mod this guy up. He need to be a moderator. Super moderator. Okay, interesting how Brooke manages to escape, but didn't help the others to escape. What could that mean? Could mean that he didn't have the power to help them escape. Maybe Brooke realizes who Gunko Maybe Brooke realized who Gunko is. Remember in the flashback, we saw him and Gunko singing. Yeah. Maybe Gunko helped release Brooke. Okay, that Blackbeard liberation thing you said got me thinking. Not gonna lie. See, it told y'all. Y'all owe me for that. I shouldn't even say. I shouldn't even said it because that's gonna be another completely separate video. Y'all got a sneak peek. So maybe Brooke trying to get to Gunko to sing her that song so that he can snap her out of emu control. I don't know how that works. I don't know if that would maybe, but I mean, like emu, we seen who snapped out of emu's control. Is music the only way to do it? Maybe maybe Brooke got to summon Top Musica, and that's the only one who has the power to break emu's control. Okay, nah, Loki and Jarul are homies. Okay, he lying. Hold on, it just jumped down. He lying to exonerate Loki. Yeah, he did exonerate Loki. Yeah, Harold mind control Harold. So the demon is to blame. That's true. Okay, so Harold is also to blame as well, but he didn't do it on purpose. You think it's a good thing you think it's a good thing what Ja Rule is doing here, lying to the people? Yes, because he lied, but he didn't lie much. He just changed a little. He just embellished mostly. He only changed a couple key details to keep them from going too, hardcore, and to keep them from, keep from tarnishing Harold's legacy. That would have messed up Loki. Loki did all them years. He spent all them years on his butt for Ja Rule to just snitch. No, we come on, man. He can't do that. Ja Rule would have been pissed. Like, what? I did all them years and you just turned around and snitched? Okay, you already read that. Okay, he isn't really lying. He just isn't telling the full story. No, he did lie. He did lie a little bit, though. He isn't telling the full story, which is why Zorro reacted that way. He did lie. He did lie. But only a little bit. It was a tiny bit. And you're right, he didn't tell the full story. He lied a little bit because he did make a claim that wasn't true. That means that he lied. But it was only like one or two little small things, but they were key things. Okay, Ja Rule has some insane aura right now. Yes, he does. He got that beast mode aura. Got that goon aura. Okay, Mean. What anime you watching this season? Man, I don't even know. I was so busy. I've been so busy working because I'm in debt and stuff like that and behind on bills that I haven't been able to do anything. I'm just now starting to try to get back to this stuff. Okay, that's interesting. 300 years ago, Prime Ja Rule was the strongest being in the world. Maybe this is why the world government hasn't attacked Elbaf for so long. I think it's everybody in Elbaf, but he probably was like a major reason at that time. Okay, rate the chapter out of 10. I already did. Out of from 1 to 10, I'll give it an OG. Okay, maybe Zorro planned it. Maybe Zorro plan is to say who is stronger, Dory or Brogy. Yo, you got a good point. So they could be locked in battle for 100 years like they was before. Just like in chapter 129, where the little girl asked the same question, and then they fought for 100 years. Exactly. You got a good point. Damn, man, you smart, man. You smart, man. Or maybe Zorro is planning to cut the branch. I didn't even think about that, but that's a big branch. Yeah, this chapter is half recap, but for me, it's still fun to watch. I enjoyed it. It was enough. It was enough for me to enjoy. Help us make some. Oh, wait, hold on. Help us make some money, man. Who we putting our life savings on for the Super Bowl? No, we don't make money that way. Going to the stock market, going to index funds, going to REITs. You know what I mean? Going to crypto. But don't buy a bunch of meme coins. You can buy a little bit of meme coin because some of them might blow. What's going on, Vision? Hope the snow ain't deleting you. Yes, it is. Because I'm doing for a living, I got to be out there riding a bike, and I'm sliding all over the place. and cars behind me beeping. Like, I get out the way if I can, but sometimes I can't get out the way, and they're just like, "Oh man, I'm about to go ahead and start plowing through people because I'm pissed off because you're taking too long for me. You're slowing me up, so now I got to plow through 100, through you or through 100 people." These road rage people, man, I'm gonna get out your way as soon as I can, but if I can't, then hey, you know what I mean? I'm not going freaking 5 miles an hour. I'm going like 10, 15 miles an hour, somewhere in between there. I can't go as fast as I normally go. What, you want me to delete myself so you can get home quick enough so you can see the kickoff? We're not doing that. Okay. Did you hear about the New Jersey e-bike laws? I heard about it. Yeah, I heard about it. I seen a video on YouTube about it. They cracking down and whatnot. People had to get registration and all that kind of stuff. For like the bigger bikes, yes, I can understand that. But for these small baby bikes, which most people got, they ain't doing number 30. You know what I mean? The bike ain't all that. Just doing a little quick, little 30. You know what I mean? Little 30 piece. I don't see a problem with that. Okay, Brook music can influence people's mind. We've seen this in Fishman Island. Also, in one of the cover pages, Brook was seen getting rid of a demon with his music, and Oda does like to foreshadow stuff in the cover. Ah. Okay, imagine if Bonnie uses her powers to return Jarul to his prime. Jarul gonna go crazy. But he's gonna get smaller though, but he'd be more powerful. Okay, what's the e-bike law? I'm not in Jersey, so I wasn't paying attention like that. But I hear that they got some they're trying to crack down on some of these moped style e-bikes. The ones that's pretty fast, but I'm hearing that they're going after a lot of other people, not just those. And you got to get them registered and get insurance in order to operate them. Also, you got to have a license and stuff like that. But somebody said what's going to happen is people will get more powerful e-bikes, because if we got to get licenses and registration in order to get the e-bike, man, I might as well get the top, most powerful one. I got to register and all that stuff anyway. I might as well go ahead and spend more money and get the big boy. So yeah, I heard that. That's what I heard. But anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe. Oh, you need a license. You need to register the bike and have insurance. Yup. Anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe, because I can't eat. I'm broke. You got the power to change that. Okay, have a great day. All right. Yeah, Dead Man was on the money on this one, man. Y'all, we owe him an apology. All hell Dead Man. All hell Dead Man. All hell Dead Man.